Hey, what's up, fam? Thank y'all for tuning in once again. As always, be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. When you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. So every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Well, I came across an interesting article. Actually, it popped up on one of my feeds. And I think this is something that maybe a lot of us, a lot of my people who hate the police, who got something against the police, who always talk about things pertain to the police in a negative light, but you don't have any facts to back it up. You know how you got my Bible thumpers out there who like to sit there and quote what the preacher said and what grandma said and what it said in a song. And none of that stuff got anything to do with the Bible, but you swerving down in the Bible because you heard it and everybody believes it, but you have no facts to back it up. Like I tell people all the time, I would love to have discussions with people about things in the scriptures. And you can find your scriptures, I'll find mine, you find, and we'll compare notes and make sure we interpret it, see if we can come to some kind of consensus on how it's interpreted. But anytime you have a discussion with anybody, or you want to bring up some facts or anything, some kind of statement, you got to have facts, because if not, they can shut you down. And the thing about it is they may not have any facts either. They may have very minute things to talk about, but you have nothing, so they can pretty much win the argument. But you feel in your heart that you're right. Just do the work, study, and prove it. So anyway, this story comes from a radio station. I think it's out here in Texas. The website is kfmx.com. And it reads, check out this list of all the crooked cops in Texas. All right. But you're going to love this. Shout out to Willie D. I know he would probably love this. I might even put him, him in the title. So that way he can see that I'm talking about him. It say the job, maybe you can see this and talk about it himself. The job of a police officer is not an easy one, especially in the state of Texas. Man, it's not easy anywhere. And I commend those who do right, who want to do right, who go in and do right and go through what they go through. It's kind of like teachers, nurses, doctors. We're really the people that's on the front line, nurses, PCTs, teachers, doctors, firemen, stuff like that. People who deal with people on a daily basis, always a daily basis, all day, every day, and deal with a lot of bullcorn. And jobs are dangerous. People's lives are in your hands, and it can be stressful. And I get it. And the police is no different. That's why I feel these little 10 minutes of training they get is no good. I mean, other policemen across the world get like at least 2 years of training, which makes sense because you are dealing with people's lives and making decisions based on a weapon on your hip. And once you use it, there's no turning back. Just got to think about that. They say for those who are part of the thin blue line, there is always a dark cloud of public criticism, ACAB, and a steady rumble of controversy. As a result, the internal politics of modern police are complicated with its own set of rules. So what happens when a police officer goes rogue or steps far beyond the line of duty? Well, this is what he said. This is what he got listed on here. And shout out to, what's the man's name? Ryan Kramer. He's the author of this article. He puts down here, first, it says how you get certified. It said in order to become a law enforcement officer, the individual must meet the following 4 criteria set forth by the Texas Commission of Law Enforcement. So he has a list there, meet standards, minimum standards of enrollment, successful completion of basic licensing course, passing of the state license exam, and appointment by a law enforcement agency. Easy, simple as that, right? He said there are currently 79,733 active peace officers licensed in the state of Texas, according to the T-Code website. But there are 3,783 police officers in Texas who are listed as decertified. 3,700. Let me pull my calculator out. Let's see how many is that. See how long it take my little raggedy computer to pull this up. Let me see. I probably should use my phone, but that's okay. Come on. Here we go. So what did I say? 3,000. what did I say? 3,783 divided by 79733 equals, it's not even half a percent. Not even, not even 10. Yeah, not even. It's like 0.04. So not even 0.50%. So not even half a percent, which is good numbers, if I think so. I mean, I think it should be a lot lower than that. You hope it to be zero. But if it's less than 1% of all policemen, and that goes to show you about what's being put out on the news. Like when you see the lady who tased the brother who was pulling, who was changing his tire, and she's like, her big forehead self seemed like she got a kick out of tasing him in the back when he's crying, and she called him a, pretty much a BIT, on camera or what have you. When you see stories like that, or the guy that killed Eric Garner and George Floyd, when you see stuff like that, you think, man, all police are jacked up, but from this one, but when you got like less than 1% who are like that, it should kind of give you a sense of, okay, maybe they're not as bad. It's just like anything else. Because let's say like this, I know all police don't want to be seen as bad, just like all of us don't want to be seen as bad. You see stories where brothers get deleted. Like I saw a story, matter of fact, on the news yesterday. I can't understand why it became a story. I think I know. Everybody want to be first when they come out with stories. So young brother was deleted in the alley, no body found, and so it became a local story. Within a day, they found out that it was a drug deal going bad. The young brother and the guy that he met was agreed to meet in the alley, and it went bad. They both had guns, and he ended up getting hit like three times, I think, and dying. The other guy turned himself in and said that the young brother is the one who pulled a gun first. But either way, two lives one lie is taken, well, multiple lives, because you talk about their families. One guy's going in the ground, the other one is going to prison because he had like $1 million bond, so it ain't like he gonna get out no time soon. And he was only 18. And the one that died, I think, was like 15, 16. But like I say, you see stories like that. They try to make it like hey, we got to find this person who did it, and then come to find out, he was doing some wrong, so now you can't take the story back, and you still got to push it. That kind of stuff makes us look bad because young brother, how he went out. So then that just gives them a reason to say, hey, this is how they are. You know what I'm saying? They ain't getting in some crime. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why we sitting here trying to help these kids and they're not doing right. But anyway, so like I say, no group of people want to be lumped in to a negative, to like a negative belief at all. If you got your bad outliers, and just let that be. But it says the names of police officers who have had their T-code license pulled are considered public information and can be made available to the public because police misconduct falls under a legal clause called a Brady disclosure. The Brady disclosure is when the prosecutor must disclose evidence or information that will prove the innocence of the defendant or would enable the defense to more effectively impeach the credibility of government witnesses. Or in other words, to level the playing field. So basically it'll show both sides of a case. And so let's say, have you had a run-in with a crooked cop? You can check for yourself. Below is a PDF of the certifications through 2016. But then it says also an interactive database called Giglio Brady List that can be filtered by state. Not only can you look up crooked cops, but you can view the prosecutors and judges who have been found guilty of judicial misconduct. So this right here, why is this important? Because you want to get this out. Because if you know of police misconduct, this here should make it a little easier for you to feel like, you can report it instead of getting on TV and, YouTube videos and rap songs and complain about the police. You see something bad, you say something. Like I say, see something, say something, right? And you can report it, and if it gets reported, and it sometimes it takes work because they will try to sweep it on the rug. Don't get me wrong, because there is a blue wall. Don't get me wrong about that. But you should be able to report it. Like I say, stay on top of them. Continue to follow the chain all the way till it gets to a point, till it gets to where it's judged, is ruled upon, and if it's ruled either in your favor or not in your favor, hey, at least you know where to go look for it. Because a lot of times we don't know where to find things at like this, and like I said, that blue wall will not tell you unless you got the money to get a lawyer who's gonna put that information out there. And again, but this says prosecutors and judges. So lawyers, judges, and police are all together. But thanks to this young man who put this story out, you can find the information yourself on who's crooked and who's not. But anyway, that's all I want to say about this story. I don't want to go too deep in it, take a long time on it, because hey, this is just some information that need to be out there. So again, when you want to say something, you want to prove something, you always need to have some facts or evidence to back it before you get too animate about it. And here's where you find it. You're welcome. But with that being said, tell me what you think about this. Leave your comments below and then share it with the world. And with that being said, I'll leave you in peace, and I'll see you on the other side.